wanted to show you something. I have my first logic exam here, and I almost got all of them correct. I got one wrong right there. See, the question was, all God's children have rhythm, so those with rhythm are God's children. I got the inference correct, which is conversion. I got the validity of it wrong. And I was like, when I first read it, I was like, well, it's invalid, so I must have got it right, because I thought I put invalid. But for some reason I put valid. So I got that wrong. I got all the other ones right, though. And all that, I got it right. Barely missed that one. As you know, lately I've been trying to explain to atheists why strong atheism and weak atheism can't exist in a subclass together. And I'm not doing a very good job. I mean, I've convinced a few people, but there are still people out there that it just seems like I might not be understanding something. So the reason why I'm making so many videos about that is because I'm trying to figure out if I'm addressing the right stuff, or if there's something I'm missing, if there's something I'm not addressing that they have in mind. And so by the way, you might be wondering why I'm wearing this, because it's kind of cold in here, and that's the reason why for the robe. My logic teacher recommended me this book. This is The Presumption of Atheism by Anthony Flew. And I think he might have been one of the first writers, if not the first writer, to make an inference that atheism and agnosticism are pretty much the same on the basis of being a lack of belief. Now, let's see here. I didn't find this book too useful because he doesn't really seem to be addressing the issue, which I think I'm missing. Well, at least not in the part that I read. I don't have time to read the entire book. But in his first essay, he talks about atheism being very similar to the word innocent in English. Let's see if I can find it here. Someone who asserts that there is no such mean. Okay, that's not it. It is. Let's see here. Where is it? I want the original Greek prefix "a" to read in the same way in atheist as it customarily is read in such other Greco-English words such as amoral, atypical. Okay, yeah. Well, anyway, he says that for a person to be an atheist, well, at least an innocent atheist or whatever, they have to not concede. They can't concede. They can't have a legitimate conception of God, and then therefore the proof lies on the theists. Now, I have a problem with that though, because if you're going to say that the proof lies on somebody, you already have a conception of it. So, I mean, that doesn't really work right there. So I'm going to try again to show why there's a difference between strong atheism and weak atheism, and why they cannot exist in the same subclass. Now, if you're going to say they can just because they're both a lack of belief, which is what I think many atheists are trying to say, all things that have a lack of belief are atheists, that is not very safe logically, because you could say all things that have tails are reptiles, and that's not true. You can say all things that have fur are mammals. That's not true. All things that have feathers are birds. Well, that might be true. Actually, well, dinosaurs, like late dinosaurs, used to have feathers too, I think. Well, anyway, you get the point. You can't say just because these things have a lack of belief, they're the same. It's got to be something more than that. And so, but I think that's a good way to put it, but another way I'm trying to put it is that when you're trying to have a circle here, the circle is atheism. And you have another circle here, and another circle here, strong atheism, weak atheism, the strong atheism and weak atheism, all in the same circle. So that would try to make them both atheists. The problem with this is that the weak atheist says that God possibly exists. The strong atheist says he doesn't exist. They're being logically incoherent with each other. And to add insult to injury, they're both stating universal statements, which the other must accept. So you can have a definition of atheism like this, but it's logically incoherent. And that's why you have to remove atheism from agnosticism, or even strong atheism, weak atheism. We have strong atheism over here, weak atheism over here. And weak atheism is agnosticism, and strong atheism is over here, and that's denying the existence of God. They're both universal claims which each of them must accept. Either that, or you have, like, okay, assuming that we're true, you have the atheist here. So, strong atheism, weak atheism, they're both saying they're wrong. Both of them are wrong. One's saying God possibly exists, the other's saying God doesn't exist. So we have like a civil war between atheisms. That doesn't work. And here, I will be willing to give up my position if you can show me any example to where someone states something which the other must accept that can both be in the same class, which can both be in the same class. If you can do that, if you can say somehow that doctors say something which surgeons must accept, but surgeons don't accept, but they're still in the same class as doctors or medical doctors, if you can show that to be true, then I will be willing to give up my position. Otherwise, I don't know what it is. I don't know why you're not getting it. I must not be getting something. I don't want to say you're being belligerent. That's a last resort. And I think I'm far from the last resort. So, I just don't know. I'm trying to understand why you don't get what I'm saying. Or I'm trying to get what you're trying to say. That's the thing. And if you're trying to say that atheism, or agnostics are atheists because they're weak atheists, and if you're trying to say that people can deny the existence of God and stipulate the possible existence of God within the same subclass of people, that is logically incoherent and it cannot work. But if you're not trying to say that, then I don't know what you're trying to say, and I'm trying to figure out. So if you can help me here, then I would really appreciate it. I've tried. I went and got an atheist philosopher's book to see if it could shed some light on what I might not be getting. So, question, comments, rate. Keep it clean, keep it mature, and I will see you next time.